Just looking at the images, it isn't hard to understand why Professor Brian Foy became so sick. The year was 2008. Brian was in Senegal, studying an insect most of us would rather avoid: mosquitoes.
I've heard that mosquitoes killed more than any other animal on the planet.
By far, yes.
With this sort of work, it wasn't unusual to feel a little miserable when you got home. But this time was different.
It really hit me. I think I was driving in the car and I just couldn't keep my eyes open.
Tests came back negative for just about everything. The only thing Brian was fairly certain about: this virus was from mosquitoes, and it hit him hard. His whole body hurt. Ankle pain, hip pain, wrists and thumbs, a rash here on the chest and back, mild fever. Brian's wife, Joy, who hadn't been to Africa, in fact, hadn't even left northern Colorado in more than a year, also got sick.
She got worse than I did by far. Her arthralgia was stronger and it lasted a lot longer. She couldn't really open cans and things like that for quite a long time.
So at this point you knew she had what you had?
I felt very confident, yes.
Brian and Joy were convinced the virus had been transmitted by sex.
We had just saw each other, you know.
Right.
Do what husband and wives do.
But what many don't know is that the testicles are an area of the body known as immune privileged. That's an area where the immune system won't easily attack, probably because it would affect a man's ability to have children in the future. But it also means viruses can hide more safely here and be sexually transmitted. Brian decided to freeze his and Joy's blood in the hopes they would one day find the answer. And by the time Zika hitchhiked its way around the world to the Americas, they knew the virus had already made its way to the United States nearly a decade earlier, even if no one else had listened to them.
They wanted to see more evidence. Now, unfortunately, we have more evidence.
And consider this: if we had paid attention back in 2008, maybe today we would have a therapy or even a vaccine for Zika virus.
All right, so this is it, huh? Insectary.
This is the insectary.
Today, Brian is giving some of the mosquitoes he studies the treat they need more than any other: human blood. It helps him better understand how they transmit the virus. The Aedes aegypti mosquito, which typically only lives 30 days, takes 14 days before it can spread the virus. So a solution may not be to eradicate the deadliest animal on the planet, but just to shorten its lifespan. Dr. Sanjay Gupta, CNN, Fort Collins, Colorado.